Meanwhile, in a super secret location, some of the most sinister villains of all time have assembled. Hey, what are you doing here? I'm just reading what I was paid to read. Boy, go on a bathroom break and everybody wants to replace you. Get out of here. I'm sorry. Meanwhile, in a super secret location, some of the most sinister villains of all time have assembled. And that's how it's done, amateur.
This meeting will come to order. The egomaniacal, vile, insensitive larcenists, or evil, is now in session. I, Skeletor, am the most evil of all of you, and that makes me your leader. Nyeh.
Tell us, flesh creature, what makes you more evil than the rest of us?
I don't wash my hands after going to the bathroom.
Insanity! I shook his hand when he greeted me earlier.
No! I'll have to burn these gloves now, and they were my favorite gloves, too.
It's true. I saw him during my bathroom break. That guy is pure evil.
And here I thought I was the one who was crazy.
Wow. I mean, just wow. I mean, look at that guy, Morty. He's evil. I mean, no wonder he's blue. It doesn't make sense. It makes sense now, I mean, but it didn't make sense before. I mean, this guy's out of our league, Morty. We better just get out of here while we still have a chance.
Fluffer and fuckertash. I spit when I talk, and I'm cleaner than he is.
Hey, maybe he and my ex-girlfriend Ammonia Fine should get together, eh? Need me to set you up? Looks like he got you there, Megatron.
How many times have I told you to stop wearing that stupid outfit, Starscream?
I have never witnessed such evil that is beyond my own. Truly, you are the most evil among us. But why have you summoned us here?
It is the purpose of evil to align our powers against the forces of good and defeat them once and for all, leaving us the rulers of the universe. Unfortunately, villains today are just misunderstood. We need to strengthen our forces. To assist us, I've enslaved a recruiter to help us find more villains. Here's who he's found for us so far. First up, introducing Angelica Pickles, who likes to pick on dumb babies. Next up, introducing Lucy Van Pelt, who likes to pull the football away from poor old Charlie Brown. And last but not least, the young Autobot known as Hot Rod, who interfered in an epic battle that resulted in the death of Optimus Prime. I don't belong here. I was just trying to help out Optimus.
Thanks for the help, Hot Rod.
Oh. Yes, true villainy indeed. But today, our recruiter is scouting out a possible group of bad guys for the potential of joining evil. Let's patch him in now, shall we?
Skeletor, why have you summoned me?
Cut the act, you bumbling boob. We need a status report on the bad guys.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's throat to talk like that.
All right. You want to talk about the bad guys? Let's talk about the bad guys. Or are they really bad? Could they be good guys too? Maybe, perhaps. Anyway, let's introduce the crew first. All right? First, Mr. Wolf, leader of the pack, the getaway driver, and the brains of the outfit. Next, who needs a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man when you've got Miss Tarantula? She does whatever a spider can because, well, she's a spider, but she's also the team's hacker. Next, the slippery, slimy, scaly, and skillful safecracker, Mr. Snake. And then, well, watch out, King Shark. And you too, Jaws, because Mr. Shark is the master of disguise. And last but not least, we have the wild card, the unpredictable, crazy Mr. Piranha. All right, so that's the crew. So let's talk about the story. The story is a mixture of a heist movie and don't judge a book by its cover message type movie. So I've never read any of the books. I know it's based off of a series of children's books that I didn't even know existed up until the movie was announced. So the bad guys are basically they pull an Eddie Guerrero from WWE way back in the day. They lie, they cheat, they steal. So they rob the city constantly. The police can't catch them. They can't stop them. They always get away with the goods. Well, Mr. Wolf gets this idea of pulling the heist of all heists, one that will cement their name in the history of the city, basically. And, well, comedy ensues, lots of blowy-uppy, lots of action and driving and everything like that. And lesson learned, cue the credits. All right? So, the bad thing about this story is that it's too predictable. You can see things coming a mile away. You already know what's happening probably around the first act of the movie, okay? And, I mean, you can definitely see it, you know, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. It may not bother the kids, but it may bother the adults who are taking the kids to a degree, or if you're going to go watch the movie by yourself. I'm starting to sound like Porky Pig now. Anyway, but that basically depends on you. As Archer would say, a little of column A and a little of column B. So that's up for you to decide. For me, it was all right, no big deal. But again, you kind of go, I can see where this is going, and it actually happens. So, let's talk about the art style, the character design, and the animation. If you watched, especially my Turning Red review, I noted that I've been mentioning for several years now, but most recently with my Turning Red review, that CG animation has the style has become pretty stale now. They've advanced so far to the point to where it's become anything that they do or anything that any animation company makes now, it has become the norm. It hasn't pushed the envelope any further now, until Blue Sky Studios, rest in peace, did the Peanuts movie. Now, there could have been another movie that could have been done like this beforehand. I don't know. I don't recall. But I think the Peanuts movie was the first that they did this with. I don't know what program they're using, computer programming they're using, but you take a CG model, computer-generated model, and 3D, and you put 2D hand-drawn effects upon the model. So when you look at the Peanuts characters' faces, their eyes, it's 2D, hand-drawn. Or if you look at the action lines when they move something, move their arms or whatever, or dash around, you see action lines, that's basically a combination of both, in a sense, 2D hand-drawn and 3D animation, basically. The whole purpose is to make it look like a moving newspaper comic strip. Well, Sony has done the same thing, and it pushed it further with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and the Mitchells versus the Machine. It's a moving comic book as far as Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse goes. As far as DreamWorks doing this with the bad guys, again, never read the books, never opened one of them. Don't know if they have pictures or not. I don't know what the character design looks like, or if it even has pictures or not, if the books even have pictures or not. But the whole point of this, taking a 3D style and using hand-drawn 2D effects on it, the whole point is to make them look like a moving illustration, a moving children's illustration from a children's book, basically. I should say, that's what I meant to say. So I think that's wonderful. It's refreshing to finally see something new and something that's pushed further now than what we've been getting for the past almost 15 or 20 years now. So, one thing I do have to praise the movie again on, praise the movie on as well, is the fact that anthropomorphic animals are sharing this world with human beings. You haven't seen anything like this in a long, long time now. Cartoons were doing this for a while. Your old Hanna-Barbera cartoons, the old Pink Panther cartoons, the old Warner Brothers cartoons, of course, and Tiny Toon Adventures and Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain. So, so over time they began to gear away from that and focus strictly on humans. And so it's nice to see where there's a world where anthropomorphic animals and humans both interact with each other, share the world with each other, interact with each other, and communicate with each other. You do have movies, where anthropomorphic animals do exist, but it's their world and there's no humans there. Movies like Zootopia or Sing and Sing 2. Or you have movies where there's a gap. So you have humans and animals existing together, but there's a gap there. They're not interacting with each other or communicating amongst each other, like The Secret Life of Pets and The Secret Life of Pets 2. They choose not to speak to humans because they don't want them to know that they're actually speaking or that they're actually smarter than what they seem to be. Or if the animals are speaking to the humans can't understand them. It comes out as an animal noise, the dog barking or cat meowing, so forth and so on. So it's really refreshing to really see a world where anthropomorphic animals and humans are interacting in the world with each other together. Let's talk about the voice acting. As with any animated movie now, and even animated cartoon TV show now, celebrities have basically become the voices of the main characters now. This is no different. I'm not really much of a celebrity person anymore. Professional voice actors were always pretty much my celebrities. So with this, I don't know very many of the celebrities. I think I only know 3 people who are in this movie that I could actually recognize and remember by name. Craig Robertson, who's from The Office and who's starring lots of other movies, Hot Tub Time Machine and so forth. And he does the Pizza Hut commercials currently right now. He's the voice of Mr. Shark. And of course, my favorite, Awkwafina. Many of you know that I have a disdain for Awkwafina. I don't know. Nothing personal. I just don't like her. I really don't care for her. Don't see what's so special about her. But she's the voice of Miss Tarantula. I have to admit, even though her voice, to me, her voice is practically one of the main problem. I can't stand her voice. Her voice is beyond nails on a chalkboard. It's a clown being tortured by someone with a stray cat. I guess that's the best way to describe her voice to me. But surprisingly, somehow, some way, don't know why, either A, she's gotten better, or B, I'm getting more used to her voice. I mean, like Archer says, a little of column A and a little of column B. So, who knows? But this time, it wasn't much of an issue. The other person name that I recognized was Alex Borstein, who is a Mad TV alumni and who is of course the voice of Lois Griffin and many other characters on Family Guy. I don't know, way back when, professional voice actors especially used to record in the same room together. And that way they could interact with each other and bounce off of each other and react to each other. That kind of stopped. And now celebrities are, if I remember correctly, celebrities didn't even come into the studio at the same time to record their voices as well for their parts. I'm sure since this movie was in production before and during the pandemic, I'm sure the actors were recording separately in whatever space that they were recording in. So the thing is, though, it sounds like the characters have such great chemistry. It's almost as if that they were recording together in the same room. It's amazing. They really bounce. They really react well to each other, to each other's lines, and to each other's acting, basically. So I that's amazing in my honest opinion. I think that really helps the movie. It says a lot about the actors, but it also says a whole lot about the writing as well. So overall, positive feelings about this movie. I really liked it. I think this is one that everybody will like, and I think everybody should watch. My personal verdict, if you trust my opinion, full price admission. If you don't trust my opinion, matinee it. Either way, I think you're gonna like it. Everyone will probably more or less like it. All right, so that's that. What do you think, Skelly?
So you failed to recruit the bad guys.
Well, I don't think these guys are cut out for evil. I mean, they're bad, that's good. But they're not evil, that's bad. They're just small-time crooks. They're, as Wolverine used to say, rookies. They're not criminal masterminds like you guys are. I think I can find some villains that'll be more qualified for you.
In that case, get back to work, you dim-witted dummy!
Yeah, don't rush me, Skullface.
What was that?
I said I'm on it, Bone Brain. Wait, I always wondered about this. How do you hear? You have no ears. You can speak, but you have no mouth. You get eyes. You can see, but whatever.
I like him. He talks back. The bad guys may not have worked out, but mark my words, we'll continue our search, and our forces will grow, and we will rule the universe, because we're evil! Evil! Chant it with me! Evil! Evil! So evil it's good! Oh, so evil!
That does it for today's episode of No Spoilers. And remember, if it crawls out of the refrigerator on its own and walks away, it must be spoiled. Tune in next time. I'm your announcer, Stan Lee, signing off. Excelsior!
He-Man's a loser. He's just a big dummy. He's no match for me, Skeletor. I am the greatest, the most evil there is. When I get Great Skull, he's out the door. Skeletor, that's me.
This guy's just taking over the whole video.
Silence, old man. Not so fast, you buffoons. Did you watch the movie that we reviewed? Did you agree or disagree with our review? What did you think? Comment down in the comments section below. And don't like this video. More likes means more support for that muscle-bound moron, He-Man. And less yes for me. Until next time, you numbskull ninnies.